Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to Wilderness Survival. In the last episode, you might have seen it. I put out a cry for help. Cry for help finding saplings. And I'm proud to report that I got a super helpful comment on the last video. I'm gonna put that up on screen right about now. So the gist of this comment, okay. So to get saplings, which has been the major sticking point, that has been the bottleneck, keeping this character from moving on, I need to chop down the exceptionally large trees because they have apparently an 80% chance to drop one. The trees that only drop 3 logs, those have a 50% chance to drop one. And the tier 2 trees, which is what I believe I was cutting down before, those are only a 10%, which could explain why I have not been making basically any progress in that department. And got an extremely helpful comment on this video by the same person saying, in order to get the most amount of work done by a sharp flint is to use the axe until it's about a fifth of its condition and then dismantle it and make tools slash knife blades out of the resulting flint. This gets me Knapping XP and additional maintenance XP. To the person that left this comment, MilchBoob5486, thank you so much. You have no idea how appreciative I am of all of that information. And with that said, we are going to utilize this information. We are going to make a couple of axes, and we are going to get one of these trees chopped down today. I want a sapling, and I want a place to sleep. So we're going to go into the crafting menu. I can carve 4 small. Would make a clay sculpting tool. I could nap a stone. Let's make a crude stone axe. And knowing how this game is, we're probably going to have to make 2 crude stone axes. But the fact we have the information to know to do that now is super cool. Let's make another one. We have the flint. And it's maintenance XP every time we make one of these. Okay. And it's like not a bad amount of maintenance XP either. It's like 10, nearly 11 XP a go. That's not terrible. Now, I'm going to assume the taller the tree, the bigger the game considers it. That's reasonable logic, I feel like. Problem means this is a tier 3. Right, because that looks like a tier 2. A tier 1 would be like super tiny trees. So one of these big ones be a tier 3. Okay. Keep an eye on our head condition. We stop when it gets low enough. So if you just pause the action, walk away, we dismantle this. Come on. Hey, that's actually good for me though. Because we still have that sharp flint flake, which means that we can work with it. Yeah, we should be able to take that to the... Thank you! Thank you, person in the comments section. You have no idea how much you just helped this run. There it is. Grab all that. Oh my god. Ah, that's huge. No, 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 no. Hold on. Hold on here. Okay. Okay, let's... Can we throw the broken branch in first? Yes, we can. Okay. Throw in the broken branch. The splinters. The twigs. Go. Put a stick, a few branches down on the table. Got 30 of them. Equip. Yeah, yes, equip the stone knife to carve that sapling into a long stick. Oh my god. Wait. Now hold on here. We could actually make a plant drying rack too if we wanted to. Okay, but hold on. Shelter. We need 4 stones. How many do we have? 3 stones. We have 4 logs. Okay. We are on the precipice of game advancement. Place item. Place item. Place that right there. Okay. Dismantle. Yes. Yes, dismantle long implement. Okay. Now, what we can do, put broken branches or the broken branch that we have on the fire. And now let's make Knapping. Where's the Knapping category? Let's make some stone blades. Let's make a couple of stone blades. Because even if these are in bad condition, right? I actually am more caring about the Knapping XP. We were close to getting that to level 2. And there it is. Okay. We can make a scythe. We can make a chisel. It's Knapping level 3 for a saw. Okay. That's huge. Let's make another one. Let's make another blade. And now carving wise, if we just make like a bunch of small handles, that should be good for carving. Carpentry, we can keep making log and stick objects. Okay. Wow. We have a method for progression now. Okay. Okay. This is huge. So much game development just opened all at once for us. At some point we need to actually go get something we can use to water these crops. Because I sort of hoped maybe, putting them near the river, maybe that'd help. Putting them near the lake, maybe that'd help. Not appear to be helping at all. Okay. Remind me what we need. Shelter. We need a stone. We need a rock. We need to go find one. We need to look for one on the ground. Like that shouldn't be that hard at all. Then we should be able to assemble that stone. That's stone. Ooh, come on. That is a rock. Such a precious little thing. Okay, now I don't know what all is that all we can really do with knapping? We need like a proper hammer to get that done. Yes. Oh. Okay. That's good information. We can make stone blocks. We can crush limestone. That's how we level masonry. Okay. Wow. I know. I feel like the tech tree is advanced dramatically. And like we've only been out here for a little while. Okay. Grab my rocks. Grab. Shelter. 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 Can I favorite that? Is favoriting building recipes? Yes, yes it is. Okay. Grab my rocks. Grab my long sticks. Grab 2 rags. Grab all of the required branches. Are we gonna be able to actually physically carry all this around? Oh well. I did not expect that to be an issue. I want to build my shelter like right here. Matter of fact, we're going to remove the grass just to denote where I want my shelter to be. Okay. Put the tree branches down there. Put the stones, put the sticks. Put the rags. Grab 5 more tree branches. place them on the pile. Ah, there was a spare branch here all along. Lovely, good information. Yeah, we still have 11 tree branches to play with, actually. Okay. Grab the logs. Okay. Now. Yeah, I like that. Sleeping quality poor. I should be able to improve that, though. Because we should be able to go get, like, a pillow. Matter of fact, okay. Farmhouses. Yes. Okay. I want to go get that. Or do I want to see? I do see the argument for sleeping first. Did I get carpentry XP for doing that? No. Weirdly. Huh. Strange. I kind of would have expected I would have. Okay. We can officially sleep in an actual shelter. Pick up and... No. Okay. And now, I'm pretty sure if we got like a sleeping bag, put that in there, that'd work. If we got a pillow, a pillow is the current objective, actually. Has Caveman grown a full beard? Yes, he has. Still bald. He's grown a full beard. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go get a pillow so we can at least improve the sleeping quality. I believe the way it works is considered to improve the sleeping quality of whatever you put it in by 1 stage. Which should mean that lean-to shelter is considered average. But like the amount of progress we've made in just the past day or two. We have fitness and strength level 1. We have Knapping level 2. We have the capability to level carving more. We have actual information on how to get saplings, which has been the major sticking point. Thank you so much to the comment. And now that we have the capability to make, or to sleep rather, and get actual rest. Ah, man, the world's our oyster now at this point. I'm gonna just gonna turn on the foraging mode without a major search focus. I just kind of want to see what we can get. Ooh. Hey, you know what? Not gonna say no to one of those. Always helpful. Okay. Yeah, sure. You could use that for fishing. Once we learn how to do that. More twigs? Yeah, sure. We're just doing this for the love of the game at this point. Clay. And, you know, I'm sure that clay will all be helpful later. Oh, parsley. You know what? If we ever figure out how to make, like, salads and things like that, I'm sure that'd be helpful. Okay. And we gotta follow the rail tracks for a bit. You know what? We don't need a large branch. Alright, disable the search mode. We are just going to take a nice, gentle stroll over to the farmhouse. Please don't let there be any zombies. We are in no condition to fight. You know what? This is nice. The fact we were able to make substantial progress in this episode. Like, we can do anything now. Like, we can do just about anything we set our mind to now. Bunnies. And at some point we need to catch those. Maybe this will be our chance. No. No, I was thinking maybe we can intercept one. If we get intercepted, cooked, and killed one of those, man. Maybe. There are zombies there. I don't want to particularly engage with that. I just want a pillow. You know, it didn't even occur to me to ask. Can we make a pillow? Pillow. Um. So we can. But I'm gonna put that can in air quotes because it requires a bunch of stuff we don't have. Like sinew, thread, cotton fabric, roll. Yeah, no. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna take a pre-made pillow and call it acceptable. What the? Didn't I rip boxes? Guess I missed one. Explanation I can bank. Wow, against all odds. That's still working, huh? Okay. I'm gonna grab a pillow and stuff it under my arm. Consider that good at this point. Carrots? Eat some carrots. Take a butter? Why not? Chocolate milk? Huh? You know, why not? And wash that down in a creamsicle. Alright, now you're the slightest bit sad, but hey. Have outsides? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, and I don't trust sleeping. And you know, I do trust sleeping when there's not zombies nearby. And we have to get a watering can anyway. We have to go get a watering can anyway, so it works. Okay. Okay. Item. Sleeping comfort average. That's about as good as we can hope for. Blue moon. It is chilly out there. Okay. Stuff the pillow in. I know it's been a bona fide cold snap the last few days in game. And I'm pretty sure, right, that I found it was either a gardening spray can or it was a proper watering can. One of those two. I would like to be able to water my crops. Thank you. And the only thing we've really been able to plant is broccoli, so I at least prefer being able to keep that alive. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that brief little jump cut, but you know what? For all of you, shouldn't have even noticed that, I don't think. That's a metalworking full farmer's almanac. Why didn't we take that book? Unless we can research a craft? Okay. Aha! We learned how to recharge those. Okay, grab the watering can with us. Do we want to grab... No, we do not, because I believe mouse traps only work in what the game considers urban areas. Which is distinctly not where we are. So, it would be a bit pointless to take that, I think. The barn, though. The nearby barn. Now that might be worth investigating. Bare minimum, it might have something we've overlooked. Now, all of these dead bodies. We start stripping the corpses for, like, oh, maybe? I don't know. That is something we're gonna have to think about. Nope. Nah. I'm gonna make the executive decision. No. Hi, sheep. Wooden rod, knife, steak, fleshing tool. Yeah, nothing we really. Yes. Nope. Nope. Make a quick getaway. Nothing we really needed in there. Anyway. And hey, because we can actually have a fitness stat that is above 1, we actually get the slice amount. This might be running XP. Hmm. Work at the helicopter event. I would have been down to check the farmhouse for like a sleeping bag or something, but there just wasn't one. So it is what it is. And now that we have a proper place to rest, we should be able to actually get some work done on our fitness. I want to at least get us to level 2 on both of those stats. Okay. Well, I would say made pretty good progress all around. Now one thing I want to check. Okay, great. When I was on my sapling quest, I was curious about this. So I thought to look. Yep. Okay. So this is a different forest zone. This would be worth searching. And hey, that just gave us some extra broccoli seeds we didn't have before. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, because there's all sorts of different forested areas in this game. And apparently, I was looking up online before I got that helpful comment. The one that had the best chance of spawning saplings is organic forest. But this zone I'm in right now is considered. That's that's Bathtub Road. Let's not look at that. Yeah, it's what this zone is best considered. So that's good to keep in mind. I am sure that will eventually become very useful information. But as it stands, we have made good progress. How close are we to our lake? Just keep going. We'll find it. Oh, hey, there's our original campfire. Ah, memories. Like, get the stones back. Yes. Yes, we can. All right. Good memories don't mean anything. We have resources to collect. We print that on a box. Hey, at least we can dual wield rocks. Nice. Tranquil walk around the coast. Here we are. Camp. Sweet camp. I'm gonna put a couple of that in. Put a sharp flake on the table. Another small hole. Put a pillow in the shelter. Poor, but has pillow. Got plenty of clay. Another book. Seeds. A cricket. Gonna put our dirty laundry behind rock. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, quit primary. Take a drink of the lake water just to really remind us what it's like. And fill this up with water. Okay. Water. Game. You're having a laugh, please. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead and fill that one up again. Now we have a trowel, right? We should have the ability to make a couple more for us. Yes. Hey. Dig a furrow over here. Dig a furrow over here. One more for good measure over here. Okay. Tur, and water. Oh, well, eventually, something good might come of that. Eventually, something might come of that. But as for me, and Cave, I think we're both content with the life we've built so far. I think I want to go, right? I want to see what kind of progress we will have made after surviving 30 days. I feel like the next step of that is going to be unlocking our carpentry potential, maybe getting an actual proper foundation or something set up. I'd love to do smithing, but this might be a bit ambitious if you don't have any of the knowledge required to make that work. You have okay. Before I end the episode, let's go over it, right. So, of the three needs of survival, we have shelter now. Finally, we have food. Eventually, that will grow into food. It might take a while, and we'd have to sustain with foraging in the meanwhile. And I'm not sure if it's sustainable in terms of weight, but we should be able to eventually catch a fish. Yeah, so we have shelter and we have food. Eventually, food is the major sticking point, I feel like. But we have water and shelter and heat. I feel like the next major step is learning how to make better tools. I also feel like, and this might be a bit ambitious, but I want some animals. Maybe we can go rescue one of those sheep. I don't know. A lot to think about.